in Colorado. Actually, we are at Daytona because the Colorado track isn't finished yet. They've had some construction difficulties with the winter and some rather strange circumstances there. Speaking of strange circumstances, that's been the story of Daytona the last couple of years. A lot of strange stuff's been happening, and this weekend's been no different. There's a couple of new Visa Lola drivers, so Perkles and Collins were initially out of rides. However, Perkles got the 62, and Kyle Collins, well, strange story here. Kenny Myatt actually got into a bad wreck earlier today. He was cleared to race, but said there was a lot of strange stuff that was going on, and he just didn't feel right about racing tonight. So Kyle Collins was tapped to drive the 9, and actually he qualified because qualifying was held probably about 10 minutes before this, it seems like. He qualified quite well. On to the race.
Chris Washer is our pole sitter today, and we are green flag here at Daytona. His teammate Chase Baskinger was on the outside, and Jessica Shelton with her best ever qualifying positions in third here at Daytona. Coming down into turn 1, the field of 38. Rockets down into turn 1 as they quickly start gaining up to speed. It takes about a half a lap to get these cars up to relatively quick speed. However, Chris Washer is going to pull a pretty big lead right here as this race has seen some issues. There's Kyle Collins in the 9. He got evicted from his Visa Lola ride. However, Kenny Myatt did not want to race here because something along the lines of some crazy stuff that's been happening, and the aero package also was kind of a bit crazy. Myatt didn't like the aero package, and whoa! Looks like one of the Porsches in the back got a little squirrely. Luckily, he got away from that. Sanford and Angel, I think, made contact. But now there's the 2, oh boy, they're 3 wide toward the back. We better go back there. And yeah, they are starting to really get aggressive somewhat back here as we go further up the field. They're also aggressive. The field has split into 2 because of the 2 Porsches, but luckily we're hopefully not going to see them wreck anytime soon. Hopefully. But we are going to keep our eye on this backpack as we plan on going back up to the front. That's kind of what we need to see as a bit of separation between the 2. And a couple more cars got into the wall. That is Sanford not having a very good run here as I think that's Perkles diving to the inside of him. So Nick Perkles is trying to gain some positions as well. However, this lead pack is a quite aggressive one. Oh, it looks like Durbin's on the apron. That was almost a very close call back there, but the pack's kind of splitting up now as it looks like Washer is retaking the lead with Alex Allen in second. And these guys are shuffling through positions rather decisively. However, it wouldn't take long for the big one to strike as the 29 of Randy Carpenter would get into Charlie Fabrosis. They would slide back up the track and around with some of these drivers upside down when a few of them, there's Perkles flipping the 1 over. Looks like the 03 got some air as well. A couple of cars got some pretty severe damage, I think. Oh yeah, Perkles is on fire, that is. And looks like Showerot's done. Angel's got some substantial damage as well. DJ Curtis does. Both Aussie Vineyards. Both CBM's got involved as well. And they will have to continue on with some rather large damage as Chris Washer leads here at Daytona. Take a look and see what happened again. Alright, Carpenter would get into the back of Fabrosis. I don't think Fabrosis really knew that Carpenter's nose was under him. And not a lot of places for these packs to go. Oh, Perkles and them didn't use a whole lot of brake, though, either. They saw a hole and they went for it, but both Kingfishers are involved. Team principal Gosh Wanda is probably going to be quite angry about that. But Ike Durbin's done. We actually have an onboard with Ike Durbin. Onboard with Ike Durbin there. He was in the secondary pack, or the secondary pack where it happened. In front of him is his teammate Jeffrey Finn guy. Around goes the field in front of him, and not a whole lot he could do. Just spins out and go. Whoa, there was a 03 making contact there. But just from that front end hit, Ike Durbin would fall out of the race as we see William Duncan and a few others. Oh, more contact as well. Sean Galligan also here would blow up under caution, ending his race. The Cadnex car really didn't have a whole lot of luck in here. First time I think we've seen a Cadnex car have a malfunction, though. They've been one of the more reliable cars on the grid. And tough break for Galligan. He won't be getting his first race win here. Meanwhile, his teammate James Shelley would be leading this race over Chris Washer in second. Shelley, we believe, only took 2 tires, while Washer took 4. R.L. Reeves, who gets by his teammate with the help of Jessica Shelton. R.L. Reeves, who would get by Jacob Anthony, however, would slide up in front of Anthony, as Shelton's going to maybe get help from Alex Allen. Nope. Shelton slots in between the 2 Menturbines as well. So, some interesting team battling going on, as there are some quite damaged cars in this race now, as we can see the 04 has some damage, and a few others do. And other cars are just trying to get through with that don't have damage, are trying to get through where they can continue onward in this race, as a lot of cars got taken out in that wreck. Or damaged in that manner as well, as Shelton is now on the back of Chris Washer. And Alex Allen's going low. Shelton's going to give him room. However, Shelton's going... Oh, nope. I thought they were going to go to the high line with the 94, but the leaders don't, and the 94 is out to dry. However, as the 5 is trying to find a way to get by James Shelley in the 14 car. And Chris Washer would make a move down to the inside here of the 14 with help from, I believe that's Jordan Davis in the 8, and R.L. Ryusi back there as Alex Allen slots in between the 77 and the 94. I'm sorry, the 45 and the 94, as the 77's pushing the 94. And now, when Washer took the lead, Jordan Davis, with help from the 45, is going to take it as well. So, not a whole lot of 5 to do there. And now, Davis goes to the high line, and I think Ryusu and the Menturbines not going to lead that lap, but he's going to take the lead. Alex Allen's also down low as well, and they are trying to make moves, as it looks like Shelton's going to slide back to the, and recycle herself to the back of the pack, as 77 gets under her. This is the first time really all season we see Jessica Shelton vastly outperform her more experienced teammate, being Joshua Michaels. Michaels has been getting the better of her on multiple occasions, and it's good to see Jessica Shelton doing something. Maybe super speedway racing's her kind of racing. The 2 Ferraris now are trying to team up on the Menturbine there, as, well, no, maybe not. It looks like Washer's going to go underneath his teammate with help from Kyle Collins in the 9. Kyle Collins has the, right now, the one, I think, his last chance to really prove that he has talent here. As he's in a very quality ride, we can see what he'll do with it. As Collins takes second away from, Washer, this is Collins' one chance, I think. If he screws it up, you won't see much of him. Or you may not see him again, but this is his one chance. He could actually go for a win today in that car, which would be very impressive. They will be coming up on debutant Matt DeLeo in the Visa Lola, who is only going a grand total of 177, while these guys are going 210. Yeah, 5, and then Kyle Collins is leading, and knowing his track reputation, he's probably not used to being this far up front. And Kyle Collins is going to have to make a decision who he's going to go with. He's going to go with his former, he slides high with an aggressive move, as we've got some more lap cars in front. And Shelley's going to get the big slow up there, as, yeah, we got a yellow out. We do have a yellow. Oh, big crash. The 404 is upside down. That's Joshua Michaels. We got Vincent Allen is in it, and Eamon Staples. So quite a few cars in that wreck. A couple of multi-car crash there, as the yellow is out. Kyle Collins is your leader. Never thought I'd see that day. Let's see what happened to the 33, as I think the 04 also flipped. Ian Dutta would kind of hook the 04 here, and, well, the 04 would slide up the track and upside down. Whoa, that was a strange-looking wreck. Multiple times going over, and, oh, man, Vincent Allen had really nowhere to go. And Eamon Staples was an innocent bystander right there. He had that avoided. We're kind of worried about the Polar Racing team. Not much is being said about them. Or either of their drivers, so you might see a new team there possibly forming. Who knows? Vincent Allen's trying to get to the back of the, I believe that's the 51, and here's the car flipping. He really doesn't have anywhere to go, except right in the path of the 04 car. On board with Chris Louvier. Here's this whole wreck taking place in front of him way up there. Just turns into a massive flip. He would start going low, then go high. You look out the rear now of Louvier's car, and you can see the wreck is back there. A couple of cars are involved in that as well. However, speaking of Louvier, he would kind of have a brain fart here, as he would drive right into the back of the DNC car of Ian Dutta, and Louvier would actually fall out because of this. And that would be it for his race. Kyle Collins leads on the restart as his, his old car is on the inside. Line there being that's not his old car, that was Burkle's car, DeLeo. And DeLeo's really, really slow, and Jessica Shelton's going to get held up because of it. And big time Shelton's going to get held up. That's not a very good start for her, as she kind of picked the wrong line to go with. But kind of a rookie mistake there. We'll see if she can recover, because her car is rather fast. Got the 92 who is damaged as well. She's kind of back with the damaged cars now, but she's got to get by that 07. As now that even the China Dragons have passed her. Kyle Collins continues to lead here with Jake Baskinger in second and R.L. Ryusu in third. Alex Allen and Jordan Davis, Jacob Anthony, and Chris Washer are all fighting back there as well. Sean Angel, I thought he had damage in that wreck, but I think he just made a really awesome avoidance. And he doesn't have damage, but he did get kind of held up there, and isn't exactly with some of the faster cars on the track right now. As the front pack is trying to shuffle their way to try and find a way to buy the 9 of Collins. The 2 and the 8 car are making a move down low as Collins doesn't have any help on the outside. The 2 is going to dive low and take the lead. This is going to be very interesting now that the 8 is there as well. The 8's going for his first win here at Daytona as well. This could be a big race for him, but he's going to leave the door open for both a Washer and Baskinger to dive underneath him. And, that's a very interesting move, but the 2 is going to make a very aggressive block on the bottom as well. Remember, his brother got killed here last year, or not last year, but a few years back here at Daytona, and what it would be is to see if Alex Allen would win here tonight. I don't think Vincent Allen really has a chance now, as he's fallen out of the race. However, Jake Baskinger would dive low with help from R.L. Ryusu to take the lead, but Ryusu's looking underneath as well. Ryusu's going to have help from Baskinger's teammate Washer, and, not going to get the lead there for lead that lap, but is going to get the lead in general, I believe, here. And now we'll see if, they're trying 3 wide, because it looks like Washer wants it as well. Now Collins is down there really helping out as also, and the 2 car really doesn't have a lot of place to go. Here comes Jordan Davis on the inside of Alex Allen. This is for third. Collins is up there battling for the lead with Washer. He's slotting in behind. So this is going to be a very interesting race to see how it plays out in the lead pack. As the back of the pack, really, they need to group up back here. Got cars like James Shelley, Sean Angel. Dutta's got damage, but Carpenter's another one that I think could get a nice run going. They really had a chance to get a drafting partner, but you need a pack. You need a pack bad, as Shelton's all by herself and is still faster than some of these packs are. By a long shot, actually. Collins and Washer, Collins took a look there. We didn't exactly get a good shot of it, but Collins took a look to the inside there. And now it looks like Allen's going to try down low with help from Baskinger, maybe. Not enough of a run. He's going to get underneath the 9 and force the 9 back at least a spot, probably 2 or 3, because Baskinger's going to close in that gap, as DeLeo is going to be another weapon of vehicular madness coming up here, as Baskinger is looking underneath the 2 car. So this, like I said, it's going to be a very interesting race to see what these leaders in the pack do. or if we're going to get any more wrecks, to be honest. After they would get by DeLeo, they're going to have to get by these three if they can get by DeLeo successfully. These three of Kankai Check, who's probably slow as normal, Dylan Young and William Duncan. And there's a couple of pretty slow cars out there, but the slowest is definitely DeLeo, who is dangerously slow at this stage. Running in P21, here they come. Up on DeLeo. We'll see if they make a move correctly. Washer's gonna follow suit. And oh, maybe not. Baskinger would hook Washer for a minute there, and well, that kind of forces DeLeo up high and really helps each other out, but I thought for a second Allen was going to go up and draft with DeLeo, and that would not have been very smart. But it would actually help Baskinger dive underneath for the lead, because that was a very close call there. As DeLeo's going to take a nice little tumble to the back, or tumble backward again. As Kankai Check and this pack of three is going to be the next targets for the leader. And here comes the leaders up on Kankai Check and this pack. It looks like Baskinger's going to get a run here. The outside line's probably where you're going to want to be right now, as they're going to stay low, it looks like this pack is. And Baskinger's going to take... Oh, Duncan goes up to block. Not sure why you do that, but now we're going to have a big pack situation now. This is a lot closer than what we're used to, and now the Kankai Check is leading the inside back around, which put Washer in a position of goodness, and then, but Young's not giving Baskinger a lot of room either, so pretty much everyone's acting like a complete idiot right now. Now we're going to see how this pack delivers here. You can go 3 wide here if you're risky. However, these guys have proven that they really need to be calm right now. And it looks like the 41 made a move to the outside line there on the 51. And the 41's going to get a pretty big lead out of this, it looks like. And, oh yeah, they're putting Duncan way up high. And, oh boy, they're fighting all over the place trying to get a run. Trying to get a line going somewhere to get by these lap cars. There are more ahead. There's Sanyan Juan up there. And, Bob Jones and them are also going to be a big factor here, but this pack is having such a difficult time getting by these lap cars, so the majority of them are. Looks like Washer's going to make a move, and this is going to split right out the lead pack even more. And this is kind of what we need to see, because if we don't see this kind of separation, we're going to get these humongous crashes, like we did on early on in the race. Once again, Jessica Shelton would feel the need to draft behind the 07 car. Not exactly a move I'd be making if I were Jessica, but yeah, you can try it all you want. And I think she's increasingly getting frustrated, but not a whole lot you can do in that situation. Sanyan Juan is going to be the next car that these lap cars. Baskinger already avoided it. Juan's going to block, actually, Washer and Davis, as Collins is going to take second, but is all by himself as well. And this is actually going to bunch up Ryusu and them, as now they're starting to separate a bit, trying to get by Juan. And now Davis is going to be stuck behind Juan, and it looks like the majority of these cars are... Oh no, they're going to try 3 wide here. Davis slid up to the middle line. And we got a green flag pit stop starting with Baskinger and Collins coming in. Juan and Allen are coming down, as is Duncan. So now we're going to see what pit strategy can do. Dutta already pitted. So we're going to see pit strategy play its fate. Dylan Young would hold up Randy Carpenter in the 17 and the 14 right here. Actually, it looks like they're pitting, but 14 isn't. But yep, we're right now looking to see where some of these leaders are going to be coming out of the pits, or if they're already out. They probably already are. Here's Washer coming in. Kyle Collins actually beat Jake Baskinger out of the pits. Ferrari had a really slow pit stop. Now we're going to see, where will these guys come out of the pits? Here comes Washer out. That's going to be DeLeo, I'm guessing. Yes, that's DeLeo. So he'll be another factor here coming up. And here comes Collins and Baskinger. We're going to go on board with Collins. Here's Collins' 9 car. I should say Kenny Mine's 9 car that Collins is just driving right now. And he's not going to take the lead, it doesn't look like. It looks like Washer's going to hold it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Looks like Collins is going to get it here on pit strategy. Yep. Just got it. But I think the 5 is close enough up there. But it looks like pretty much everybody's a single-car draft right now. It's all by themselves at this stage. Oh, something's wrong with James Shelley. Oh, no, maybe not. But oh, James Shelley waited a lap. Yeah, but that's not going to help him as Collins and Baskinger just went by. There's Bob Jones. DeLeo already pitted, so the 2-men Turbines are going to take second and third. I believe are going to take second and third, rather. Maybe not. Did Shelley have an extra lap on him? Wait a minute here. Did Shelley have another lap on them, or am I mistaken here? Hold on 1 second. I think they should be leading, but we will see. Yeah, they are leading. I'm not sure why I put Shelley out there, but maybe his pit stalls me on the start-finish straight. But now you're seeing almost a 3-car battle for the win, as Collins is doing everything he can to hold off them in the back. Oh, looks like Washer's going to get bogged down behind the 24 car. 24 of Samper. Now Baskinger is going to, as he slides high, and Baskinger is going to go low. Finn guy is going to be another target. Oh, and DeLeo is going to be another weapon here. We'll see how this turns out. Collins should be able to get by him quite easily, though. Collins is all by himself in the lead. And nope. DeLeo is blocking. But now lets Collins go, but Collins lost a lot of time. Now maybe he's getting his taste of his own medicine what he was a king of doing back in Peaceable, was holding everybody up. And that's going to put Chris Washer and Jake Baskinger right up to him. The 2 Ferraris battle for the lead with help from now 77 helping Baskinger along. This could be Ferrari's dream day. Ferrari has still never won an ARCSOA Elite Series race, and they're going to be really trying hard to get that first win. I'm thinking here might be it, but then the 2-men Turbines are going to dive low and take the lead. However, much to the chagrin of the drivers and much to the applaud of the fans, there'd be a debris caution as they got some debris on the front straightaway, the tri-oval, so caution would fly as Kyle Collins is still the leader. And we're going to see a bigger pack now, at least, which, however, that could be worse because cautions tend to breed cautions at these super speedways. Baskinger would lead off of the pit road. However, the worst possible thing could happen is DeLeo is going to be the car on the inside line leading the inside line. So some of those cars in the back will probably slide down and not realize that DeLeo's leading them, which is not a very good thing if I were on the inside line, as Jake Baskinger will take the lead here and continue to lead as green flag is out. DeLeo, of course, gets a predictably bogged down start. And the lead cars, with the exception of Shelton, are going to go to the high line, as Shelton eventually goes to the high line as well. So the lap cars are relatively staying on the inside. The only car that really got held up from that was Shelton, and Shelton's probably going to lose the draft because of it. And DeLeo's going to go up to block Shelton, actually, because of it. And now Shelton's effectively out of it unless there's a caution. Which, like I said, cautions precautions here, so that's a definite possibility, as now poor Jessica Shelton doesn't have a lot of places to go right now. However, like I said, cautions could happen here, especially back in this pack where they are 3 wide consistently. However, it would be kind of a stupid thing for the lap cars to bring out a caution, but we've seen it before. Oh boy, maybe not. The 45 would get turned there, and lucky no one was there, because that could have been a nasty crash if that was the case. We saw in a wreck earlier very similar with the 04, and the 5's got into the 45. I wouldn't want to keep doing that, but James Shelley's also there as well. Shelley is trying an aggressive pit strategy, and it didn't pay off for him. But Shelley is going to try and take second here, as Baskinger is gone up there, as these guys are too busy fighting with each other, and Baskinger is going to pull away. 3 wide in the pack now, so 29 is trying to give as much room as possible by going onto the apron, and the 77's going high as the 8. Oh boy, 2 got into the wall back there as well, so be careful back here, guys. I mean, Kyle Collins would actually get away from this pack and is actually catching the 41 car. Collins has a rocket ship, can't deny that. Collins has a pretty quick car, as there's DeLeo, will be the next car that they lap, and they probably will catch him. Well, they most definitely will catch him, maybe even twice, if it stays green. The 45, the Mentervini and the 8 car, Mentervini cars and the 8 car haven't gotten along all day, it seems like. They've been very close to each other, almost wrecking each other a couple times. Man, is that a puller? Yeah, Jacob Steinmetz is in 8th place. Good job to Steinmetz. But, Ryusu and Jordan Davis are having a pretty fantastic run right now. As is Jacob Steinmetz, for that matter. As we go a little further back, Washer nearly lost the pack at this rate. Going a little bit more further back, Angel has some radiator damage, it looks like. And the pack is, like I said, they're trying some of these cars, but if you've already lost the pack, you're pretty much screwed unless there's caution. Matt DeLeo would be slowly being reeled in, or rather quickly actually, be reeled in by Baskinger and Collins and the pack back here as well. Steinmetz kind of lose the pack as well, but DeLeo's going to be a major issue for some people. We know it, we can anticipate that. Just expect it now. As here, and this pack is kind of getting aggressive, but DeLeo is actually going to hold up Baskinger and Collins. So DeLeo showing his kind of inexperience here in these elite cars. It looks like Baskinger is going to retain the lead out of it, as the 9's going to get held up. Kajcek will be the next car they will lap, but DeLeo's going to go into the middle, which is possibly the worst place you could go right now. And, oh, is they trying a 4th line on him? It almost looks like they tried it. Oh, man, what is he doing? He's forcing... Man, that 29 nearly wrecked himself down there. And Collins is actually going to fall straight to the back because of it. Collins has got to get back to the inside. DeLeo is not. How did he get his elite license? Seriously, DeLeo is... I thought Collins was bad for a while there in Viesolola, but man, DeLeo seems incompetent. Now we'll see what will happen with Washer. They're going to come up on Kajcek here and a few others. We'll see what this pack can do. They are in a single file formation at this stage. And when they do catch Kajcek, the pack would get recondensed. Except for, well, Collins, who kind of lost it. However, Kajcek would get forced in the middle and not a whole lot of places for people to go. And this could be a big game for Collins, actually, back there. If he plays his cards right with Kajcek. And he does. Steinmetz as well, but Steinmetz doesn't play his card well with Kajcek. And gets stuck behind her. Or him, or it. Next car to be lapped will be William Duncan and Charles Sanfer. Both of them got involved in that early race wreck that took out quite a few cars, as here comes Baskinger, Washer, and the lead pack around. Here comes the pack, led by Jake Baskinger, lading up right to William Duncan, who's been a nuisance when it comes to being a lapped car today. And it looks like the 45 of Ryusu is going to take the lead here, as looks like Washer's going to try and do as best as he can. There is a Sanfer staying to the low side, at least holding a line, unlike Washer, or Duncan did. And Sanfer now is going to the high line to let the 2 go, and the 9's going to get held up there, unless the 9 makes an aggressive move, which he doesn't look like he's doing. Which is smart. Oh, the 2 and the 8! The 8 got close there to a wreck. Oh, 45's got a... or 45's pitting. Or 41, rather. Not sure. Is that an unscheduled pit stop, or did he just pit earlier than everybody else? We'll have to see what happens next lap, but if that was unscheduled, this could be the end of his chance for a win. Jeffrey Finguy would be the next slow car for them to deal with, as Carpenter's going to make a move on the inside of Ryusu for the lead. And Finguy had a little bit of a hesitation deciding what line to go with, but he's going to go to the high side and let the 29 and the 45 go by. See how this pack gets by him. Looks like they're going to try to the outside lane. Finguy just has to stay up there. Collins is trying to draft with Finguy for a minute and gets held up. However, the 8 is pretty decisive and goes to the high line as well, but it looks like the 41 has caught the leading 2. It's been kind of a joke, really, to see when Baskinger would finally win his first race. Him and Sean Galligan, really. I have a feeling this could be the day. Baskinger has a fast car. He could win it, as Ken Kai-Chek is also going to be a factor, and Jessica Shelton, who is fast, is going to be a factor as well, as Baskinger goes underneath the 45, turns to 29, and whoa, there's a big crash! Collins is involved, the 8's involved, Finguy's involved! That's not what we expected. And Ryusu's got the lead. Anthony's going to get out of that in second, so it's a Mantervini 1-2 right now. There's a lot of cars with heavy, heavy damage, as cars are very slow out there. That's Jordan Davis, I believe, that was really dangerous. So Baskinger's on fire. Jordan Davis looks like he's done. The 9's done. 41's done. I don't know what was anyone thinking there, but James Shelley's back in this. It looks like James Shelley, or Carpenter's still third. How much damage does he have? Oh, he has a lot of damage from the chase cam. He's got a lot of damage. That's going to be really slow off the line. Let's see what happened. I think Carpenter was at fault for that, if I'm not mistaken. Carpenter would come down on Baskinger, and Baskinger would back off, and well, I kind of put blame on both of them for that, as pretty much everyone's sliding in on the scene, and pretty much some of the best cars all day were taken out. Kyle Collins with a fantastic run in really very minimal practice. Surprisingly enough, had a pretty decent run, but going for him, his race is done, however. On board with Jordan Davis here. Not a whole lot he could do in this situation, I think. He couldn't do a whole lot of avoiding. Wreck happens. Carpenter would slide up right in front of him. He gets on the brakes and runs right into his teammate. And there's where Finguy slides in as well, so not a whole lot he could do. Now, since it's under 10 to go, this is going to make it a very interesting restart order because they line up single file. So Ryusu's going to have Kai-Chek behind him. And Anthony, who might have damage, I don't think he does. Bob Jones, who's a lap down and slow. Carpenter, who's probably going to be slow. The Sanhon Juan car, who's going to be slow. And Shelley. This could be a dream day for Mantervini. A day they've always been looking for. Green flag is out, and the 77 immediately goes to the high line to get by Kai-Chek. Carpenter's going to follow with Shelley. Looks like Shelley made a move there as Washer's back in this race as well, so Ferrari may have a hope here. Hope and a prayer. Looks like he's going to try, as the lap cars did a nice job diving to the inside line. Very nice job. A couple of cars back here are still slow. However, they're going to stay in it, as it looks like the Mantervini cars have 1-2 written all over it right now. Looks like the 14 is going to try and dispatch the 29. The 29 is slow. It's going to be a 4-car battle. It looks like maybe a 5 Carpenter can stay in this pack. Anthony's looking to the inside now of Ryusu. This is for the lead. Washer is there now, so Ferrari got wrecked one of their cars, being bad luck Baskinger. However, now they've got Washer in this battle. Shelley's going for his first one. All of these drivers in this top 4 have not won a race yet. I can't remember if Washer did or not. Washer might have. However, I don't think he... Oh, there's the 77's wrecked! And now it's a two-car battle between Ryusu and Shelley. That was a close call. Very, very close call. You got Shelton now. If Shelton and Dutta can get a run going, maybe. But there's not a whole lot of time left. It's going to be, I think, a two-car battle for the win here. If Carpenter can close in, maybe. But this is it. This is going to be for the win here at Daytona. Ryusu and Shelley. This track is, of course, known for the Sony Cup Series Daytona 500, the most prestigious Sony Cup Series race around, outside of maybe a race in Savannah. And do we have a yellow? No, we don't. It looked like there was a yellow out, but James Shelley now has caught RL Ryusu. It's kind of an uninspiring battle for the lead, but now Shelley's just got to make a move, and it looks like he's going very aggressive to try and take it from Ryusu now. They're side by side. This could close up with Carpenter now. Washer's got to try and get up to Carpenter to get a draft off him for any little bit as they're side by side right now, and it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. And it looks like Shelley's going to get the lead here, but this is the time to close in if I were these guys, but I think there's too much of a gap here as Shelley is going to take the lead, I believe. Yes, James Shelley is taking the lead with only a handful of laps to go, but Ryusu's up there. And Shelley throws the block, but now it's up to Ryusu to slingshot, maybe. Can Ryusu make a move here? Washer's coming, but doesn't have a whole lot of help. Shelton's got a huge head of steam with the Manturbini, but Shelton's trying to go to the maybe inside of the 29. I still don't think they got enough time. Ryusu's going to try and retake the lead here. RL Ryusu dives underneath the 14. 14's going to have to slide in behind right now. 3 laps to go here at Daytona. Shelley clips the wall a little bit there. Washer. They've got to go if they've got any chance. They got to go now. If these two get side by side for an extended period of time, and if they can collect Washer, a slim miracle might happen there for one of them. I'm not sure. Is it possible? 2 to go coming up here, and it looks like Ryusu's got a stronger car than Shelley does at this stage. However, Shelley is anxious for his first win. He's been looking at it for so long. 2 laps to go here at Daytona. James Shelley now and RL Ryusu are both staring at their first ARCSOA Elite Series victory. Chris Washer, Shelton, and Jacob Anthony, they got to start going together. They cannot make moves on each other if they want any chance at this, but I think it's a 2-car battle now. They have 1.5 laps to go. DeLeo might be a factor on the last lap. In fact, probably will be a factor here on this final lap. DeLeo, I think, is going to determine this race if he continues up with his stupidity. Final lap, and ARCSOA officials are all over the radio telling DeLeo to get out of the way of the leaders. We'll see if he cooperates. Here comes the 45 and the 14. This is for the win here. 14 looked low, but couldn't get a run going. DeLeo's going to be on the backstretch. This is going to be it. This is for the win. Half a lap to go now. DeLeo's going to go low. Not a whole lot he can do. This is it. At 178 miles an hour, can Shelley make a move? Ryusu's blocking the inside. And I think Ryusu's going to get it. RL Ryusu and a Manturbini, a team that we thought would be at the back of the grid all season, is going to win at Daytona. Yes, RL Ryusu just won his first ARCSOA Elite Series race here at Daytona. And there's James Shelley in second's going to have to wait again. Perennial second-place finisher, James Shelley. Third place is going to go to Washer. Fourth place is going to go to Shelton after making an amazing comeback. Fifth place to Jacob Anthony. Sixth to Alex Allen. Seventh to Randy Carpenter. Eighth to Dutta. 9th to Steinmetz, and 10th is going to go to Sean Angel, as I guess he just narrowly edged out, no, actually, that was for a lap. Never mind. But Sean Angel was a lap ahead of the 27. But RL Ryusu, a driver we never thought would even have a chance at winning this race, just did. Congratulations to the Manturvany squad. They are ecstatic right now. And Manturvany Racing has won here at Daytona.